today the wisdom of 7 generations ahead. And we really do honor our next guest speaker, Valerie Jean, who, because she's a mother of 5 and a grandma, really is living and walking the walk of 7 generations ahead. I want to say that where the mass water shutoffs in Detroit are concerned, she is linking the now moment of the urgency of our ability to have water with that projection for her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Since 2014, she's been doing this work, and 23,000 homes are right now in jeopardy of being shut off this very month. She's organizing with the Detroit Coalition Against Tar Sands, Bike the Line, Detroit Light Brigade, People's Potluck, and the Michigan Coalition for Human Rights, believing every day 7 generations ahead. Valerie Jean.
What an honor to be here. The indigenous women have been talking all day. We've heard them talking about women being the keepers of the water, protecting water. And it's exactly the way it looks in Detroit. We have women leading the fight. Hundreds of thousands of people have been left without water, fighting for water affordability. As they shut off water in my neighborhood, an entire neighborhood at one time, Marathon gets free water to refined tar sands in 48217. Michigan's dirtiest zip code, the 3rd dirtiest zip code in America. Marathon taints that water, makes it horrific, and then dumps it into our sewer system. So as people are being shut off en masse, thank you. It's much better. As people are being shut off en masse, Marathon gets as much water as they want to taint, dump in our sewer system, put in our water, and that's happening all over Detroit. Detroit's become a huge sacrifice zone for industry. They can come in, they can help write the laws to their benefit. We have in my neighborhood alone, a massive industrial waste facility that dumps 20 batches. Doesn't sound like much. Each batch is worth 15,000 gallons of radioactive frack waste into our sewer system. Yeah, in my neighborhood. This company wants to expand by 10 times. So 10 times those 20 batches of horrific going into our water system. That we have to pay more than anybody else in the world for water. You know what's happening in Flint. You know what's happening with water in the indigenous, all throughout the indigenous lands, how water is threatened. So we're working together, Michigan Coalition for Human Rights, Bike the Line. We're working together to fight a pipeline that's running underneath the Mackinac Straits. It's a 750. It's called Line 5. There's a big sign back there. Those are my folks. My cats are back there. That's our sign. Shut down Line 5. So Line 5 is a 750-mile pipeline that runs crude oil all the way through the Great Lakes. We find that absolutely offensive and absolutely offensive to 7 generations ahead. So we're working, and we actually have a real chance of winning this one. We found out a huge coalition of folks got together and found out that they were that they were not in compliance with their easement, that Enbridge was, just absolutely out of compliance as far as the EPA and MDEQ go. So, in response to that, we wanted to mobilize the communities all along the pipeline, and we've set up a 2-month bike ride where we're going to bike along the pipeline and, thank you, where we're going to bike along the pipeline, knock on the doors, and mobilize the people. We feel like that's the only way, if everybody comes together, and we can win. So very, very excited. It's called Bike the Line. They're gonna start in Marysville, Michigan on May 25th. It's our kickoff event. We're going to, of course, Enbridge is having a spill response that day. So they've already put out the narrative that they're safe. They're like this, impeccable, safe company. And they've already told the communities there, put out that narrative. So we're going to go on May 25th, and we're going to meet with the community, and we're going to tell them, what it's about, that it's a crude oil pipeline. We're going to tell them about Kalamazoo, right, that never got cleaned up. We're going to talk about, where it comes from and how the indigenous folks in Alberta, right, are completely sacrificed, just like the folks that live around the Marathon refinery in Detroit, the sacrifice zone. So these Chalk and Chalk and Nona right here, these guys right here, they're going to ride the whole bike line, knock on every door. It's absolutely courageous, and we're very, very excited about it. We're going to mobilize the people, and we're actually going to shut down Line 5, and we're hoping that all of you will help. Chalk, yes. Chalk's going to be passing a bike helmet around because we're absolutely a grassroots organization, and we're trying to raise enough money to make this 2-month-long bike ride. We're going to feed people and make sure that they have everything that they need to get the information out there and mobilize the people. Feel very, very hopeful. When we talk about water and protecting water, it's something we don't have any choice but to do, or we end up with a situation like Flint where they can't drink the water, and the water doesn't have life anymore. So as thinking 7 generations ahead, I'm looking forward to standing in the streets with every one of you and demanding it. Demanding it with everything that we have. Thank you. We break free from here on out.